Hi guys, subscribe today and I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. 3 to 5 Chelsea videos daily. Chelsea USA tour update, guys. Our new signing, Raheem Sterling, has hopped on a jet along with Armando Broja. They're on their way to LA to join the rest of the team in US. Raheem obviously on a jet, meaning that he's gone through with his medicals without any issues. So it's really just a matter of finding the right time and place to unveil him as Chelsea's first signing. So that's just pretty much more of a time thing. Then with regards to Broja, folks, there was some initial news on him that he was making a push to leave their club and that he was left out of the list for players traveling for the USA tour due to his desire to leave their club in search for increased playing time. Well, guys, it appears that that's not totally accurate news. Actually, what really happened was Broja could not be included in Chelsea's USA tour list because there was a snag in some of his paperwork. The reports don't specify what the paperwork is, but just having an understanding how players and traveling goes. Every now and then, you might, players tend to fall asleep sometimes. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but what could have possibly happened is you fall asleep on your traveling papers. On your passport, for instance, U.S. I know U.S. has U.S. like most countries, they have a rule where if your passport is set to expire, I think in less than 6 months or whatever, they're not gonna let you travel to. You're not gonna get that. If you had a visa, they're gonna cancel it. They're just not gonna let you travel. So it could be something along those lines of traveling paperwork, where they had to expedite, probably get him some kind of expedited paperwork so that he can join the team. So so all of that has been cleared. He's on the plane, sitting alongside Raheem Sterling on their way to LA. And Broja is an interesting one because he's really, with Lukaku gone, Broja is the only recognizable striker that Chelsea has on the books, currently, because Kai Havertz is not, a striker per se. He does play in that role, but he's not a prototypical striker, whereas Broja is a prototypical striker. Obviously, he's quite young and inexperienced. However, if you did watch the games that he played for while he was on loan at Southampton last season. And I believe he scored like 9, something like 6, 7, 8, 9 goals. He didn't quite get to the a double-digit level, but I was more impressed in his overall performances as opposed. I knew with young players you don't worry too much about their output, because what you want to look at is the performance of the player. And that over time, eventually the output will definitely follow suit. So in his case, I was impressed, in his output, his effort, his link up, his vision, his overall understanding of the game for quite a young player. Plus, he's very strong. He's quite a strong player and fast. So he's a good prospect. Numbers are not there. Numbers are not gonna be there for that kind of player this early in his career. So that's not something that you want to sort of put a knock on him too much. That said, a club of Chelsea's level, the stature of Chelsea, the type of striker that they need to go after their ambitions is more than what Broja is at this time. So how can it work? Well, it can work in one of two ways. Either Broja stays, just has faith, stays as a backup, behind another striker, bigger striker that Chelsea signs. That's the preferable route for us, for the club, and definitely for us Chelsea fans. Or the best case deal for Broja would be that Chelsea does not sign a striker, and so then Chelsea goes into the season with Kai Havertz and then Broja. That would be a more fair deal for Broja. That way, because he knows that he's definitely going to play. He knows he's not going to start every game, but he knows that he's definitely going to be in the mix, and that will definitely keep him happy at the club. So then, of course, Plan C would be, for me, would be, again, hold on to Broja one more year, right? Knowing that West Ham almost likely gonna have to sell Declan Rice next summer, and they right now they're willing to, based on reports, they're willing to pony up £30 million for Broja. If we hold on to him for one more season, he's gonna be worth more than 30 next season. Declan Rice transfer fee is gonna drop down a bit. And then, we can go ahead and do that, swap deal, Broja plus cash, and bring in Declan Rice. It's a win-win, definitely for us Chelsea fans. So, what you guys think about this? Feel free to leave comments, like, share.